There we go. Good morning, everyone. I was telling Liz, my watch is, I need to change my watch. My watch says 9:28. She's like, Melissa, it's 9:31. So here we are. Welcome, and good morning. We have so much stuff. As a matter of fact, we had so much stuff this morning on this table that I kind of, like, my hair went on end. And I went in the back, I said, Emily Ann, come help me edit. We can't possibly show all of this. I'm gonna die. So in any event, we still have tons to show you. And I should start from the beginning. If you're joining us for the first time, I am Melissa McLeod here at the Wool and the Floss in Grosse Pointe Woods, Michigan. We are a creative escape for all stitchers. Liz is here, Annie's here, Sabrina's here, Laura's here, Julie's here, Emily's here. Karen's here? Yep. I haven't seen her yet. Hi, Karen, wherever you are. I've been so like in this little space, I haven't really moved. And Kaylee will be in a little bit. Did I name everybody? There we go. I want you all to admire my gorgeous sweater. I don't know if Liz remembers this gorgeous sweater. She is a multi-talented gal, in case you didn't know. And she knit this sweater for me probably 7 years ago, something like that.
I knit that.
I didn't knit it. We know that. I'm not this good.
I thought you did.
No, I could never have done all this up here.
Well,
so yeah, I have only knit 2 sweaters and a third almost. But in any event, Liz knit this gorgeous sweater for me a few years ago when we needed a sample, when we used to have yarn.
I'm just such a good friend.
She's a good friend, yes, but she forgets all the good stuff she does for people, which I guess makes her an even better friend. She's not holding it over our heads. No. So in any event, we have had a crazy week here. I feel like I say that quite often, so I hate to say that. We have been a little short-staffed, and so if you'll notice, this gorgeous wall behind me looks a lot like it did last week. I told Bryn yesterday, I think we only had 3 of us here, 4 of us total, including me. And I said, today's about survival, not about changing out the wall. So apologies that it's a repeat of last week's wall, but I did think it was fantastic. I love the blues and the oranges. I am in love with this owl. I love the polar bear. I love the lioness. This orange and blue combo, chef's kiss. So apologies if any of you come here to like check out what's new on the unboxing wall. We have lots of finishing. I didn't pull anything from our trunk shows. So let's just talk about our trunk shows really fast. Our trunk shows, I think, are both here through the end of the month. I don't know, Kelly's not here, so we're kind of just operate on a need-to-know basis. I'm pretty sure it's through the end of the month. That may be something that, Liz, if you'll make a note, you and I need to look that up and put it on the calendar for when those trunk shows are getting packed up. So Olivia Grace is in the house, fun, kind of retro 80s vibe going on with like Beanie Babies and a lot of T Swift stuff, which is not 80s, of course, but
80s babies, 90s like youth, I guess.
Yeah, like a little all over the board. Small, very stitchable, pop culture, I think is the best way to go. Sure. And Shelly Tribby is in the house. And everything from her trunk show, of course, both trunk shows is 20% off through the end of the month. If you go to our website, it is on our front page, and you can get links to both of those and shop away at 20% off, which we all love. So that's trunk shows. So let's get on with finishing. We had a massive pillow delivery. I'm probably only showing about half of what we got, you guys, because there's so many. I don't even know how my shippers are going to get through it all. So, look at what I picked first. I didn't even mean to pick this one first. Liz stitched this, and it actually matches the sweater. Maybe Liz has like a thing for bluish, tealish.
Addison. It's because it's for Addison. You know her color scheme.
Well, she's not getting my sweater. Sorry.
Right.
It'd be too big for her anyways, probably.
Child has a sweater on these.
There we go. Look at how beautiful this is. Initial K, yes, Liz? And
a letter from Chrissy Johnson's book.
So I'm just checking, you are mainly basket weave for the butterfly, yes?
Yep, basket weave for the butterfly, Nabucco for the background.
Oh, one of my favorite background stitches.
Shocked.
And then she used Chrissy Johnson's book 1, book 2 to get this large script A, and had it finished with these polka dots. And rumor has it, Addie has been asking on the regular, when am I going to get my pillow? There's Karen. Hi. So, Addie, I know you're in class or in bed because you're a college student.
Oh, yeah.
It's here. It's here.
She's probably awake. I heard they didn't have class till 10:20 today. They were very excited about that. But they're pretty scheduled. They go get breakfast. They go do.
I have a feeling she's not watching me. That's the
know.
whole point.
She may have. I cracked under pressure. Because she said, "So any news on my pillow?" And I was like, "I don't know. You'll find out."
Next up, this is for our friend Judy. Judy is local to us, and she comes and visits us a couple times a month. This is the Lily of the Valley, and she has added this bow to it, which is rather fabulous. And guess what? She has survived and thrived with the black background stitches. And I think this was before the rollout of the silver pencil.
Yeah, it was.
But I want you guys to see up close. Sorry, I'm trying to show both cameras. She has done a woven stitch in the background, and then I can't remember the name of this stitch. I've done this quite often, where it's kind of a framed cross, something like that. That is not at all its name. But kudos to you, Judy, for doing such difficult background stitches in black. I usually tell people, and maybe this stitch isn't difficult to Judy, I tell everyone with black, stitch whatever stitch you like that's easiest for you, but because there's no reflection of light, I think is what Kaylee has told me, you can't see the stitch definition in black. So stitch what's easy, but I'll tell you, this is beautiful. So I think Judy will be thrilled. Okay, next up. These are here for Lee. Actually, I say these. She provided her own fabric, so it's just one pillow is here for Lee. And this is the Christine Kingston, Virginia Tech? Virginia. See, I don't know my Virginia schools. I knew well enough that was a Virginia school. Boxed pillow, self-welting, navy velvet, darling, embroidery on the back. And Christine Kingston does these pillows in many schools. So if you're interested in this, let us know. It's a 5x5 roughly. It works out great in the 5x5 acrylic cube. They work out great in the Betsy boxes, but it is a fantastic pillow. Fantastic pillow. Okay, I might need someone to grab these pillows for me, you guys.
Okay.
This is for Bunny. Bunny had a couple more things, but the other things were very regional, and in the name of time, we decided to pass on those by. But this is from Needlepoint Studios, and it comes typically, the color comes painted with blue, and of course you're seeing this backwards if you're watching on Instagram, and it says, "Some bunnies sleeping." And you guys know I love my bunnies, and I think it is so sweet, all tucked in there. And I'm sure this is maybe for a grandchild, a grandniece. I'm not sure what the situation is, but it is gorgeous. So that's here for Bunny. Next up, this pillow is here for Barbara. This is a favorite. This is from Susan Battle, and it does not come normally in these colors. Does anyone remember what the normal colors are of this? Not the normal colors, the colors it comes painted, navy and black maybe? It is not bright like this, but you can obviously change the colors any way you want. And of course, again, you're seeing it backwards. It says Needlepoint, the sport of queens. I love her color change. Look at the beads in the crown, fantastic. And my finishers knocked it out of the park with this trim. So good, so good. So we can order that for you. Okie dokie. You guys, someone's got to help me. Sorry, I can't go fast if I'm stuffing things back in bags. Thank you. This is for Carmel. Carmel is usually local to us, but this time of year I think she's down in Florida. And this is from Ann K. Sorry, I get my Ann's confused sometimes. She has a whole series of these tic-tac-toe boards. There's a Christmas, there's a Halloween, there's 4th of July or patriotic, but this is the Christmas one, and it's absolutely darling. And again, my finishers did a great job with the velvet. It has a nice long embroidery on the back. This embroidery is also done on velvet. So just a heads up, there is an upcharge for embroidery done on velvet, and there's an upcharge for longer embroideries. So we're happy to take care of all that, but it doesn't always mean it's going to be $25. This is here for Georgianne. Oh, we've seen this pillow lately. So here's a different take on this. I would love Kaylee to see this when she comes in. She stitched this same canvas from Blue Ridge Stitchery for her friend for a wedding gift, and had it done in a very different fabric, but her friend Lizzie would not love this fabric. I adore this fabric. I love a good animal print. And I don't know, this makes me a little sad on the back. The embroidery says Buddy Boy and it's got angel wings. So I'm gonna try not to cry because that's very sad. But it is beautifully, beautifully done. Oh, thank you. Emily had pulled some canvases for the other tic-tac-toe pillow. So we do have that Christmas tic-tac-toe in the building. Let me get all my ducks in a row. So the Christmas tic-tac-toe is here. If you see anything you would like, for those of you that are newer to us, all you have to do is be very specific in your request. Say, I would like the Christmas tic-tac-toe canvas, please. Liz moderates. Annie helps write up the orders. And if you want threads, we always assume on any live video that you do not want threads. If you do want threads, just let us know and we will take care of that. If you want something a little less tying you into the seasons, Love MHB also has a similar piece with the winter cocoa and mittens and snowflakes. So pretty, so cute. So both of these are on 13 mesh. Yes. Sometimes my eyes just don't want to see what's going on. This is from Needlepoint Studios. This piece is here for our friend Paulette. And I did not take French in high school. I took Spanish. But of course it says good night in French. Bon nuit. I think I can actually say that one right. And again, this kind of shows how you can take a canvas that's probably 8 by 10 and make it into a much larger piece. So beautifully stitched, lovely colors, and very sweet. There we go. Oh, who is the designer of this? This is from Kate Dickerson. That's who this is from. I just percolated. This is for our friend Karen. And I am in love with this. If it doesn't make it to your house, Karen, you can go find my house in Grosse Pointe Park and grab it. This is absolutely fantastic. I think this is a Lindsay Brackeen canvas and distributed through Kate Dickerson, and Karen is an outstanding stitcher. Look at her stitch choices. So sweet, so good. And then frosting on the cake is our finishers picking out this fantastic ombre pink and red pom-pom trim. Oh my gosh, so good. So there we go. There are a couple things in today's video that Liz always laughs because I was like, oh, this makes me feel so bad when I've started things and haven't finished them. I always feel bad that I haven't done it. This is here for Karen. She was in the same Laura Taylor class with me, and it is fantastic. And I have not finished mine, and Karen did, and it's so good. This is the Christmas bolster pillow, is what SCT Designs calls it. And this is a stitch guide from Laura Taylor. So you can order the stitch guide from Laura Taylor directly. Her email is Laura Taylor at home. I don't know. Email us or Google Laura Taylor and you can order her stitch guide. I don't think it's on her website, but if you email her, you can order it from her. And it's so good. And Karen's, I hope she loves her finish. This pink gingham with the red pom-poms is just so darn cute. And we have the canvas in the building. Dun, 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 dun. And I think we have a lot of the threads, if not all of them. We had to get some substitutes because the original version used a lot of Silk Road fibers. Oh, Karen's watching, yay! So this is here. It is giving me a lot of motivation to finish stitching mine, and Karen did a fantastic job. So like I said, stitch guide, very doable from Laura Taylor. You just have to, you know, make the time for it, and Karen did an outstanding job. The only thing that I think she changed, and this was like a debate in the class, she did turkey work for these buttons, which I think is what I'm going to want to do. Laura had a recommendation for a clay button to add on, but it is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So good job, Karen. Okay, next up, there are 3 matching pillows. I meant to bring a piece that I am working on for my future son-in-law, but who are these here for? These are so clever. Jeannie has 3 identical, these are all 3 the same, right, Liz? Okay.
Yep.
So look at these football pillows. Our finisher made a pattern for these, so we can repeat the football. And this is, of course, the Detroit Lions canvas, the helmet. Oh, those were mink pom-poms, Karen? Oh, interesting. Huh. Okay, I'm confused, but that's fantastic. So football pillow is the Detroit Lions. This is how the canvas comes. This is how Jeannie stitched it. And what I am opting to do is I've taken mine, and I think it was Tracy and maybe somebody, even maybe Lisa before her, that stitched it all in green with white lines like a football field. So this is here and ready to go if you want to do it as an ornament like I am, or if you want to go big like Jeannie. She has 3 of these that she stitched, so what fantastic gifts those will be. Okay, this, thank God there's cheat notes on here. Okay, this is the cutest thing, you guys. I can't even stand it. This is a very small canvas from Love MHB. We are happy to order this for you. And look at what my finishers did with this. This is just like a little, I don't even know if that's a 3x6. It might be a 3x6.
Favorite teeny tiny piece.
And
pillow.
look at that. How sweet is that? That plaid. Kathy is a big lover of Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren loves their plaids. She is gonna love this. It is so good. This brush trim is fantastic. Looped brush trim, maybe that's called looped fringe. I don't know. I'm not a finisher. What do I know? But I do know that this is fantastic. So little micro cord around here, velvet. Oh my gosh, it's just amazing what a little thing can turn into that fantastic pillow. Okay, couple more pillows, then I think we'll move on to some other items. These 2 pillows are here for Dee Dee, and I know that Sabrina was talking to her yesterday, so I know she'll be thrilled. She's in California, so she might still be in bed right now. It's pretty early out there, at least early for this girl. My husband would be up, but not me. This is from Sandra Gilmore. I think it's just called Betsy Ross, and how beautiful is that? Dee Dee is also an exceptional stitcher. She's done a beautiful job with a lot of basket weave and some very small scale stitches in just the perfect ways. This pillow has a zipper built into it. A zipper is not our regular finish, but we are always happy to put zippers in. You just need to tell us ahead of time that you would like a zipper. Oh, Julie's in California and she says, we are up. So all you early birds, not me. I have to set my alarm to get up at 7:20. So I don't sleep in ever like past 8 o'clock, but I don't want to get up before 7:20. And you know, I did years ago one of those 23andMe's, and it tells you what time your body is set to go to bed and what time it's set to wake up. And it's like crazy true. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. This is also for Dee Dee. We have sold this pillow a number of times. This is also, oh gosh, who's the designer? It's through Floor. We've had this a number of times, and her stitching is fantastic. I think we did the thread pull for her because we highlighted this a few years ago. No, it's one of the Floor designers. Dee Dee, like I think it's Dee Dee, which is ironic because it says Dee Dee. I'm like, that can't be right, but I actually think that that's right. But my finisher is fantastic. Look at this trim. Look at the pleating on this fabric. Oh, it is fantastic. So, that is here for Dee Dee. So we can order both of those canvases for you, and you'll be ready for summer holidays and fall holidays. A couple more pillows. These are a couple of my favorites. Let's see who these are for. These are here for Renee. Renee is also out west, not quite as far west as Julie. And the first one is a Cooper Oaks piece that I have also stitched. I don't know if I can get this out of the bag. They're snug little friends in here. Okay. This is from one of the Cooper Oaks painters. Do you remember his name?
Nope. I love it though.
He's a he. And what is his name? Anyway, this particular design comes in a couple different colorways. This is the one I have stitched, and Renee opted to stitch this. She actually purchased this from us about 10 years ago, and then she had some health issues. Thankfully, she is healthy and lovely and wonderful today. And she waited about 8 years before she came to see us. She came in like 3 months ago with all these things that Liz and I had helped her kit and pull together like almost a decade ago. So it was really fun. This is from PLD Designs. Again, can't remember the exact designer, but we can get this for you. And these tiles are absolutely gorgeous. The colors are beautiful. And this is the type of thing that you could just stash dive, find little bits and bobs in your stash, and get it done and end up with this gorgeous pillow. So these are here for Renee. Okay, I'm gonna pause for a little drink of something. Okay, next up, I'm going to talk about a couple things today that I talked about yesterday. If you didn't join us for a while Wednesday, it was a self-finishing palooza, and I myself am like having non-stitching remorse. Is that what I want to say? I wish that I had stitched more things for holiday gifts. Well, with certain things in your back pocket, it is not too late. So one of the things I talked about was some of the frames we have in the building. Woo, I almost just knocked over the whole tripod. So this is a frame I showed off before. We do have some of these left. It is a 4-inch round frame in the back. When you frame things, that actually ends up only 3.5 to 3 3/4 shows, because you've got that little layer that tucks under like a picture frame. But this is a really easy way to whip up a 4-inch round that might be in your stash and pop it into this frame. I have a live video that I did where I did this live, and I think it took like less than 60 seconds. So this is a 4-inch round inside this black scalloped 4-inch frame, and these are $32. That frame is also available in gray, and they are wood and very, very affordable. So there is the gray if you are interested in that. And then I have 2 brand new frames that I rolled out yesterday. Thankfully, I had ordered enough. We sold a bunch of these yesterday, but we have some more available. So if you're looking for a last minute gift, the first one is a bone and resin frame, and it is attached to a wood backing. So it's fairly high quality for $25. And these are all artisan made. There'll be slight differences in the finish on them, but I think that they're really pretty. So again, a 4-inch round, a nice neutral ivory, and you're good to go. This one is $25. And then the last in the round frame department is maybe one of my favorites. I said yesterday, maybe it's because they're using a picture of a dog in it, that's why I love it. But this gold frame with the bow is absolutely darling, and it is $21. Again, it's a 4-inch round on the back, so you'll have about 3.5 to 3 3/4 that will show. So when you pull any of your 4-inch round ornaments that you want to pop into a frame, I would like to purchase the gray. I'm confused about that comment about something that says it's sold out. We have both the black and the gray
They're probably not live.
Did you take them off?
None of the frames, nothing that we show on unboxing
Yeah, but
is
the
live.
gray and the black,
They are
you
not
took them
live.
down?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're not live.
Normally the way, so I was confused with that comment because anything that we show is typically brand new in the store. The gray and the black we have had before, but Emily knew we were showing them off today, so she takes them offline so that we don't sell them out. So anything I'm showing on unboxing, it is, and you're watching, it is best to say, I would like the gold frame, please, here. Because you won't find it on our website until later on tonight. So I was just confused about the gray and the black, but Emily jumped ahead and did her job very, very well, like she always does. So those are the round frames. Other fun things for self-finishing, we got a restock of our self-finishing bookmarks from Planet Earth Silk, and I have kind of matched them up, and I've got different colors. This is black, and I paired it with Booked and Busy. For those of us that would rather stay home and read a book sometimes than go out, you're booked and busy for sure. So there is that one. The self-finishing fobs are only $53. Although, here, let me show you something. Yeah, okay. They are $53, and I matched them up with their canvases. So this one happens to be $59. It says just book club on it, so 53 and 59. This one says love, and I paired it with the black bookmark. Tackling my TBR for somebody asked me in the shop, what does that mean? And I'm like, oh, you're not a reader like I am. To be read. We all have, those of us that are knee deep in reading have a to be read list usually going on our phones or on our apps or whatever. So tackling my TBR with the green bookmark. And then the next two I think we haven't had before. I just happened to find them. I thought this whale was fantastic. He's vertical. There's a poor little sailboat above him. And of course, you would put the whale in a red bookmark because, you know, it's very nautical looking that way. So there's the whale with a little sailboat on top and the red bookmark. And then maybe for a younger reader, or maybe not, maybe someone who's just young at heart, I thought this bookworm was so cute. And you could do him with black or navy if you wanted, but of course I loved it with hot pink because I'm a pink girl. So there is bookworm. Other self-finishing, I got a restock of a bunch of these self-finishing fobs. I'm not going to show them all to you because I got a gazillion different colors. They will all be live and on the website tomorrow. But I did get a couple new fobs that the cat ladies will love. Here's this cute little gray cat, and of course with a gray self-finishing key fob. This is my daughter, Allie. She's my youngest, who's currently in Thailand right now. She loves to stitch these as a gift. One of her faves. So that is the gray cat. Then this one, hopefully I have my cat names right. I would call this a tabby cat because he's got multiple colors on his cute little face. That blue background, and he goes fantastically with the blue key fob. And then last but not least, new from Ziggy Stitches, which we had the pleasure of seeing Annie Zigman last week. She was in the Detroit area and came in with the Letters and Thread retreat. It was so fun to see her. I hadn't seen her in quite a while. And these cute little sunglasses are hers and look fantastic with this blue key fob. So that is a restock of key fobs and some new canvases. And then I re-upped my colorways on these, I don't know whether to call them coasters. They're a 3-inch magnetic coaster, and they come in multiple colors. So this is the red. So here's red with a 3-inch round to self-finish. This is a great opportunity to utilize that self-finishing tool that many of you took up on some of Liz's videos talking about how she loves it. This is the red coaster with the red and kind of salmon-y color round. Really, really great. It also would look fantastic with our friend Marie's round from this is Marie from Detroit Needleworks, and her husband and her mother-in-law own Polish pottery store in Westland, Michigan. And this is a Polish pottery design, and it would look fantastic in the red 3-inch self-finishing coaster. Also from the Polish pottery collection is the Sunburst plate, which I think would match up beautifully with the navy leather self-finishing round. And then from Two Designs, this cute little floral, look at with the hot pink. And with any of these, you could put a big bold initial, maybe in a metallic on top if you wanted, on top of the design, but do that before you stitch it, but that would be really fun to do. And kind of a simpler, this blue, light blue with the light blue round. I could totally see a big silver metallic M in the middle of this would look fantastic. Maybe a dark green M, lots and lots of choices. So there we have that. And I think that's it for self-finishing. We have a couple accessories. I rolled a couple of these out yesterday, and these two items are sold. So, Sandy, my good friend Sandy, my woodworker, has a few things up his sleeve of late. So I'm gonna show these to you. We're gonna have some more things we're gonna show off to you on Tuesday. But we got a restock of a lot of his fobs and laying tools, etc. We also got a restock of our stitch rip. If you don't own this tool, you need this in your bag of tricks. Unless you never make a mistake on your needlepoint, then you don't need it. But this is a fantastic tool for ripping out something that you may have stitched and you decide you don't like the color, you got the stitch wrong, etc., etc. I was telling a newer stitcher the other day that she was a knitter and she was gonna start needlepointing. And I said, the beauty of needlepoint is if you make a mistake, you can just rip out the area where your mistake is. If I were stitching this sweater and I got down to this part of the sleeve and I realized that this lace was wrong, I would end up tearing out all of this and having to knit all the way down. Needlepoint is much more forgiving. So that's just my opinion. Maybe it's because I was never a very good knitter and I made a lot of mistakes. But anyway, I think needlepoint is far easier to become a competent needlepointer than it is to become a competent knitter. I'm not sure why I've gone down that rabbit hole, but there we have it. This little darling, this is from my woodworker. You can see this is about 6 or 7 inches tall. Let me find my ruler that I know somebody got me yesterday and I've buried on the table. Here we go. Let's see how tall he is. Oh, I was right. He's just shy of 6 inches tall. And you're like, why do I need that cute little wood snowman? Well, he's designed to be a tool holder. So your needles fit in here and there's a magnet in the bottom of there. And then there's a spot for a laying tool and a pair of scissors, or maybe 2 pairs of scissors or 2 laying tools. So you can keep your tools at the ready and look holiday ready at your stitching room. So the snowman is available in blue and white, and he is also available in, sorry, these two, like I said, are sold, but I will tell you the details. And he's also available in classic red and green. So these are $98, I think. Let me double check my math. Yes, $98. And both of these two are sold. If we get a pre-order from you by December 5th, he will guarantee Christmas delivery. So green and red and blue and white. Let us know if you would like either one. I think they would make a fantastic gift. So there is that and those. You might need to photograph these, Emily, before they go back to shipping, just a little FYI.
But I think there's another color, right? We gotta talk about that.
Yeah. Yesterday I also showed these off. These are some of my favorite project bags for small items. 13 by 8. The other thing I've got to say is these are going to make great mahjong tile cases as well. Just a little side note. So these would be great for your mahjong tiles, but of course I brought them in for needlepoint. We had this pattern last year, 13 by 8, I just said. They are lined in light vinyl, so you could put lots of different things in here. But an 8 by 8 on a frame will fit. I use this, I'm working on that Christmas bolster pillow, as I mentioned. All my threads for the Christmas bolster pillow are in this. But I think they're really fun gifts. This one is $45, and this is the Presents on Navy. And then I have a couple other holiday ones. This we're gonna call Vintage on Teal. Aqua Christmas is what it's called, Aqua Christmas. And look at this one. Do you guys see the reindeer running the sleigh, driving the sleigh? I don't know what you say. And these made me feel like they were almost needlepoint decorations on sticks on a stand. So really, really fun. I see someone says pouch, please. We need to be more specific than that because we're showing a lot of pouches. So if you wanted a pouch, please let us know exactly what you would like. So, and last in the project bags is a new design with these fantastic trees. They're all kind of decorated in different ways, and it's on like a charcoal black. And again, all 13 by 8, so great for an 8 by 8 project, a belt project, something larger if you are someone who rolls your canvas up. And honestly could be used for a lot of other things. So those are specialty Christmas items, which I thought were really fun. Okay, in other pouches, I'm never sure what to call these. These are from Jenny Sandberg. We had 3 patterns yesterday. We're down to, I think, just 1 or 2 of each of these. I brought these in from Jenny. I was a little late to the party. She had more patterns that were no longer available. I bought the end of what she had of these. They are made from high-end designer fabrics. This one, and they are both $111. You're gonna be like, what? Well, the workmanship on these is fabulous. They're all high-end designer fabrics. And the trick of these is, Colleen's first comment is, what's up with this tail? Like, why didn't she make that zipper better? But the zipper is definitely 100% designed to be extra long because you open this up, it's a 2-sided pouch. And now, look how well it matches my sweater. Now it stands up. So if you're gonna use this for makeup, if you're gonna use this for a clutch, if you're gonna use this for your needlepoint tools, look at that fabric on the inside, you guys. This is the Vintage Teal double-sided pouch. And like I said, I'm not sure if I have 1 or 2 of these. They are $111, handmade by Jenny Sandberg, and absolutely gorgeous. So that's the Vintage Teal. And then I have one more. Let me zip that guy back up. This is the metallic denim, and it has fantastic colors on the inside, as I recall. It's a little burgundy on the inside. How rich and beautiful is that? And can you guys see it glimmer? Like, it's like subtly metallic. It's like Melissa metallic as opposed to Liz metallic.
Pretty metallic, Melissa.
I love it.
Beautiful, absolutely.
I love it. So that is here from Jenny. And again, a fantastic gift. I know Emily special ordered one of these for herself ahead of time. And I say that because we have a Flossette rule. Everything has to be in the shop for 2 weeks unless you've special ordered it. So she said she's already taken it out to a party and used this as her little clutch on a night out. So there we go. Okay, we have a few books that are new in the house and some needle minders. I am loving these. These are from Mary L. I'll show you the butterfly one first. I'm also going to take it out of the package. So they're $23, nice strong needle minders. They're covered in fabric. They're not as big as the packaging looks because what Ellen does, Ellen from Mary L Designs, is she uses scraps of her other things in her studio to make the packaging, which speaks near and dear to my heart. So there's the little butterfly round. And they are how big? I think 1 inch across. Oops, they're sticking to my ruler. Yes, they're 1 inch across. So that is the butterfly. Then I have 1, 2, 3 different ones for you Anglophiles, which I think are fantastic. These are all made from Liberty of London fabrics. So there are 3 Anglophile ones. So let's be very clear about which ones you are interested in. Again, the red is just a felt backing for the fabric, but here's the Union Jack. $23, Union Jack. Here is the double-decker bus. And here is the changing of the guard, shall we call him? So really, really, really fun. So if you have love of London, we have you covered. Books, restock from my friends at Sundance. There is not a lot of really good documentation for beads, but leave it to the Sundance people because they sell so many beads. They have this, I'm going to call it a booklet. As you can see, it's kind of like a high-end pamphlet. It is $15 and it will tell you lots of different ways to use beads, lots of bead basics. They have stitch charts in here for great opportunities to incorporate beads into your stitching. And at the beginning, it's called Sundance Beads for Needlepoint, How to and Why Not. And there's a whole section in the front about different types of beads to educate you about different sizes, different types, and then what size beads, how to handle it with threads, anchoring your threads. So lots of interesting information about beads. So if you feel like you've never really known as much as you should know about beading, we've got you covered. Okay, Mary's Whimsical Stitches. Mary Legalay, one of the stars of our industry for sure. Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4. Look at that. We have all 4 volumes in the building. We love Mary's books. They are a wealth of knowledge. They are not inexpensive. So you see how fat these are. I think they are all $76 except for the last one. Well, interesting enough, Volume 1 is $76, 2 and 3 are $75, and Volume 4 is $48. And I will explain a little to you why, but she has very detailed stitches. She has ginormous charts. So those of us who might have struggles with their eyesight, Mary has you covered because these stitches are ginormous. On the first book, she will have a URL link to a real life version of this stitch stitched. As her books go on, and I can't remember if it starts with volume 2 or 3, you will see QR codes, but you can see the majority of her stitches stitched, excuse me. She's always has basics in the beginning. She also in this has, her sections are essential stitches, balance stitches, border stitches, diagonal stitches, layered stitches, oblique stitches, small stitches, straight stitches. Fantastic indexes. What I can tell you is other than the essential stitches, you won't find repeats in these books. So volume 1 is here. Volume 2 is in the building as well. So it's a great opportunity to build your library. Volume 3 we talk about quite a bit because it has the recipe for diagonal gingham in here. We use it all the time, not to mention other things. Volume 4 is a slimmer book, and it is specialized for small stitches. And there's also a whole section on how to determine whether the scale of the stitch will work in the size that you are stitching. For instance, at a 3-inch round, your background is going to be a very small space. And is there a stitch that is the right scale in here? All of these, let's see, volume 4 does not, oh, yep, volume 4 has QR codes. Since I talked about that, I should just double check my work. And it's not for everything. Volume 3 has QR codes, and volume 3 is where the QR code started. It is not for every single stitch. It is for a lot of the stitches. So if you are interested in a whimsical stitch, please be very clear which volume you would like. And they're here. I can't say that I have a favorite. I love them all. I own them all. I use them all. If you are someone who only does ornaments, the small scale might be better for you. But volume 1 has a lot of small scale stitches in it too. So to each his own. Okay, what else are we doing here? I still have lots more finishing. You guys doing okay over there? I'm gonna wait on that. I have restocked these for some special orders. I only have one available right now. Again, this is a higher end item. I put the price tag on the floor. Got it now. This is, after I didn't do my homework. What's this called? Do you remember the name of it?
Campaign box.
Good job, Liz. I'm impressed. This is an antique reproduction of a campaign chest. Emily shouted it out too, but Liz remembering it is
It's
more amazing
shocking,
than
let's be
Emily
honest.
remembering it. So it is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece just to set out on your, any place in your house, any of your living areas. But I felt that it was going to be a fantastic, uh-oh, does one of our drawers not open? Oh, it does, I'm just being silly.
I mean,
Okay.
shipping knocks it around, I think.
Yeah, so these drawers can hold your needlepoint accoutrements. So there's 2 drawers in the bottom, 1, 2. And then this upper section, excuse me while I put it down, it is stained, it's a mahogany stained walnut. So how about that for me, remembering that? I'm impressed with myself. And the top section, let's see if I can show this off. Whoops, show it off without dumbing this. This tray pops out and then there's more storage underneath. So you could even leave this section open and maybe have some of your finished needlepoint like displayed kind of propped up in here, propped up here. You could use it all for tools. You could use it for remote controls. You know, anything's an option. So it is $174. I special ordered these for a few people. I have 1 available. I'm assuming I can get more, but I have 1 here. So grab it if that interests you. The brass finishes are lovely. You can put a little tiny, it doesn't come with a padlock. Oh, Jennifer's saying sure, hers is already filled with her needlepoint supplies and she loves it. I just think it's a beautiful, beautiful piece. If my stitching desk weren't so full of clutter, I might put it on my stitching desk. So maybe that should be a goal for me, is to clean up my stuff. Okay. Liz and Kelly showed off these waxed canvas bags. I think they're waxed canvas on Spooktacular. My daughter-in-law, my future daughter-in-law is getting this bag. So
Canvas. I don't remember if they're wax, sorry.
I don't know if I know the difference between waxed canvas and regular
Actually,
canvas.
it's a little bit more of a, like a little bit of a coating on it.
Okay,
And that is
so-
more like
And when it
To me,
bends, you
it's-
see the marks.
Yeah, like
So
I think
Okay, so this is not waxed
heavy
canvas.
duty canvas.
Heavy duty canvas, we're going with that. This is the berry color. So those of you that were waiting on these, we have restocked them and your special order will be coming to you. These are $138. They have a nice big pocket here, a great pocket for a water bottle here, another pocket on this side, and then inside is nice and open. My future daughter-in-law, excuse me, Alexis, is not a stitcher. She is an avid book reader, so I have stitched a bag tag that says 1 more chapter that will be added onto this. This is the berry bag. And then we also have it in, I can't remember, I think this is called saffron maybe? Did I make up that name? It's called papaya. So both of these colors, and these are leather handles. There are rings in the side that I'm not sure what you'd use these rings for. Maybe put a lobster clasp or something on
That's
here.
what I did.
Well,
And
it's,
you can hook on
remember,
your-
it could be also used for knitting, and that was like to hook bags in or pull yarn through too.
Yeah, so if you were a knitter, you could have your yarn in there and have it strung through the little hole to keep it under control. I did kind of forget that you know, there's still knitters in this world. So there we go. Of course there are. So that's the papaya color. So papaya and berry have been restocked. Okay, let me do a little bit more finishing and take a sip of Diet Coke. I'm trying to drink more water, but I still have my 1 Diet Coke a day, and I love it. Does that bag stand up? It absolutely stands up. It has a nice flat bottom. Sorry, it doesn't have an insert on the bottom,
It's heavy duty.
but it's heavy duty enough. Let me
Gotta
just,
look up what that is.
it's been folded. I think it just says heavy duty canvas. I think you are absolutely right. So I can't show it standing up to you right here, but it is. Let me hold it up. There we go. It's standing on my hand. So absolutely it stands up, whoever asked that question. The bottom width is, let me give you guys that because I didn't give you that measurement, 10 by 5.5. And they are beautifully well made. Okay, let's do a little finishing. This gorgeous piece is a Painted Pony Designs. Again, I'm not remembering the artist. I'm so sorry. This piece is for Gail, and I think Gail is watching us. And I don't know if she owns a Scotty, but she clearly has loved a Scotty in the past, because look at how beautifully she has stitched this piece. So gorgeous. And my finishers knocked it out of the park. I can tell you that Gail added this plaid border to the bottom, because it does not come like that. That is so, so good. And my finishers added this like marbled base. It is just the perfect complement to it. The plaid is a perfect complement, but Gail's stitching is 100% the star of the show. Adding that plaid bottom was very brilliant, and I love this background stitch. I can't remember what it's called. I call it, some people call it pencil stitch. I don't know. It's a satin and tent stitch combination, and it works so well in so many places. So a great, great choice, Gail, and it is beautiful. My finishers also make fantastic bows, by the way. So next up, this is a very clever little garden for someone. This is here for Donna, and I think I saw Donna was watching. Look how cute this turned out, Donna. So this is probably a little ribbon kit that she did, or class perhaps, from Bradley Designs, I think. And then my finishers, I'm not sure what sort of guidance. Oh, it's from Christine Kingston. I'm so sorry. This is a Christine Kingston round. And she wanted it done on a dowel, and she gave us some bows. It says see picture, so she must have inspired us with that. But look at this cute little pot my finishers painted. They added like, there's a little astroturf in here. I mean, come on, insane. And those little flowers at the bottom, which honestly could look a little cheesy if they weren't so beautiful, and it is perfect. So Donna, I hope you love it, because I think it is absolutely darling. So fun to see things finished in so many different ways.
For people that we love.
For people that we love, that is true. This is here for Kathy. These were stitch guides that our sweet Kelly has done, so we can get these stitch guides for you. The designs are from Blue Ridge Stitchery, and this is the boys sweater, and look at this fantastic finish on this as well. And so cute. So Kelly has a stitch guide for the boys sweater, as well as the girls sweater. And again, these are here for Kathy, and they're so beautiful. And Kelly wanted them finished like this, so she could have them like racing on a mantle next to each other, which I thought was the cutest idea. And they are fantastic. So Kelly has the stitch guide. Kathy has executed them beautifully, and we just got restocked on the canvases. So if you are interested in the boy sweater, the girl sweater, do some in-season stitching. The stitch guide covers both canvases because there's a lot of similarities. I believe the tree is done the same, the background's done the same, and and the sled's probably done the same, and then there's just some differences in how you do their outfits. So the stitch guide covers both. So if you want to start out with just one, you can get the stitch guide plus either the boy or the girl, and then add the other one later if you so choose. So both canvases are in the building. We always sell our stitch guides either with canvases or with threads, and that is because if we charged an appropriate hourly rate for how long it took to stitch a piece and write a stitch guide, no one would ever buy them. So we try to make it work for everyone by selling our stitch guides either with the canvas or with the threads, or of course both. We did a pickup from our local acrylic fabricator, and he does fantastic work. So these are all custom pieces. This little darling is here for Jen, and I love it. This is all these pieces are from SAT Designs through KCN, and this little crocodile riding the Vespa we can order for you. I have an elephant under a sun umbrella that my sweet friend Terry got for me that I adore. The alligator also comes on a beach chair, so we can pull that together for you. And if you're more of a winter girl or guy, here is this fantastic elephant, alpine skiing. Love her, love her. So those are here. This is another kind of walk of shame for me. Let's see who this is. This is Penny. Penny took our Whimsy Santa class. This was a mystery class that Liz and I did a year ago. Did we wrap this up about a year ago? And by wrap it up, I mean wrap the class up. Liz and I each did a section, and we did it as a mystery class where every section, actually the irony is one of the big parts I don't have finished is this tree, which many people loved stitching it the way I suggested. I will be honest, it looks fantastic. I don't love this. I don't love physically stitching the stitch, but lots of other people did. So that's holding me back. So I just got to get this out and finish this up. So Penny is a star student because she took the class, she finished it, and she sent it in for finishing, and she did a fantastic job. So Liz's and mine are each probably like 80% done, but different parts. Like we have, I think we both finished the sky background, although you know what's funny, Liz? She didn't do your sky stitch. She did a different sky stitch.
Good for her.
So the biggest parts on this canvas were the sky and the tree. And we both picked stitches that looked fantastic, but neither one of us loved the actual act of stitching the sky. So this is not the sky stitch we picked, but it looks so good, and hopefully it was easier. These trays the items do slide out, so Penny can wardrobe her tray with other 8x8 canvases. But we have a full stitch guide. Canvases are in the building, ready to go out the door. And you too can stitch it and finish it probably before Liz or I do. So we'll get there. It'll be fun when we're done. And we get to see in the meantime the different ways everyone has finished it. So this one, of course, is in an acrylic tray. We've seen it finished as a stand-up. We've seen it finished as a hanging sign. We've seen it finished as a pillow. I think that's it so far, but you know, on and on they go.
We should frame our opuses. We should just frame it. Let the framer have it.
There we go. So canvas is in the building. This next piece is really fun. I'm not going to unwrap it because it's really well wrapped. This is from our friend Denise, and this is a Kate Dickerson Hermes piece. And it was finished with, we added the brown velvet around the edges. And then Denise sent in, I'm trying to hide this because it has her phone number on here, private information. So I'm trying to cover it up. This has her own Hermes scarf she asked us to put on the back of it. Is that incredible?
Oh,
I mean,
man,
so smart. It is absolutely beautiful. So it is just a flat tray. It's got little rubber feet on the back so it won't slide around, and it is fabulous. So our acrylic finisher does a fantastic job, and these are ready to roll. So I'm gonna stack these back up again. And we did all that. Okie doke. Okay, another item that we showed off a couple weeks ago that flew out the door. So if you had a special order and you were waiting for a restock of the preserved boxwood wreaths, they have come in. So here they are, and we have had these. This was an inspiration from one of my lovely customers, or two of my lovely customers, Carol and Jane, who had done finishing with these. So this is true preserved boxwood. You could actually just hang these anywhere in your house and do nothing with them needlepoint wise. They are only, where's my tag? It's not on here, $38 with this nice neutral organza ribbon. But my idea from my customers, of course, was that you could put little signs in the back of them. So this is one of Amy Poor's 2-inch squares, and it says Stitch Club. So you could put this on your front door when you're having your Stitch Club come over. And this is the blue and red version. There's also a pink and gray version, which is very easy to change to any color you want because it's a light color. If you want to finish it up for the holiday season, Mary would be so darling in the back of there. Or this little angel, how sweet is she? Hi, Kaylee. This little angel is from Lauren Block. Just adore this. And then from Ann K, you could put a little wreath inside of your wreath. That's so cute. Oh my gosh, I just love them. So those are back in the building again. If you had pre-ordered a boxwood wreath, they're here for you. And just some ideas of little things you could put in there. You generally are going to want something that's about a 2x2. You might be able to fit a 3-inch round, but not a lot's going to show. But basically, you're going to have it finished as an ornament, and then you're going to loop it on to the back part of this wreath, and it's going to hang behind, and it's going to be so cute. So maybe even on like all the bedroom doors in your house, different ones. We could probably have some custom monograms made from our dear friend Amy to fit in there. They might need to be 2-letter monograms because 3 letters may not fit, but just a thought on that. Okay, I still have more finishing, but let's talk about our purse restock. So we have, Emily had a plan. Let's see.
Emily.
Trying to get, how am I doing these purses? What order? I'm going to start with this one-off color that we can't get more of.
Sure.
Okay, so we have new colors of our large bags and new colors of our small bags, and each of them can have a bag tag on them, and each of them can have straps on them. So it just all has to be in scale. That's what you need to work towards. So this one is like a bright salmon color. It's not quite orange, it's not quite pink, it's not quite red. It is fantastic though. It is a really cool color. And Liz and I, they sent it to us and they said, we don't know why this one's an off color, but they sent it to us, and you know, they're made in Italy. I'm not sending it back. I think it's really fantastic. And the only downside of it is I can't get any more of this color. So if you like this particular color, grab it up. These bags are $166. They're all 100% leather. And we particularly love this one with this strap from Pop Needleworks, who I think was also just in Michigan, if I recall right. I might be wrong about that.
Yeah, she was at the letters and
I thought so. Did we meet her? Was she in the building?
I don't know.
I don't. If
think
she
we
did, she was
did.
incognito, which is super sad because we love her stuff. But maybe she didn't get here till Saturday, and the letters and thread people came on
I
Friday.
feel like you're right,
So.
because I think Abby would have pointed her out to us.
Yeah, because I met another designer from Dallas, but it wasn't her.
Yeah.
So, anyways, but this is the exact color of this bag, and it's so good. I should point out the benefits of this bag. First of all, it comes with a leather strap that you could use as a temporary strap. It also comes with a wider embroidered strap. I mean, come on, how pretty is that? And then on the inside, it has 2 individual sections, and it also has a zipper pocket in the middle. So it keeps you organized. It's a big enough size to hold a decent amount without being a total black hole. Anne, who works for us, does not stitch, although we're getting there. We're getting her over to the dark side. She does my shipping and my receiving, and she has the red version of this bag, which we don't have right now. And she said everywhere she goes, people compliment her on it. And Mary Kay was in here recently, and she said everywhere she goes, they're like, where'd you get that bag? I have to have that bag. And she's like, well, I actually got it at my Needlepoint store. But we have it here because stitching the perfect strap to go with is ideal. It's going to make a great gift. You could even maybe gift the bag this year and then stitch the strap and gift the strap next year, or holiday gift, birthday gift. Make it work for you people. You could also add bag tags to the side if you wanted, but this is the only one of this kind of bright salmon color that we love. So the next bag, what I did was I ordered more fall colors, and I started ordering, and this company has, I don't know, 30 colors or something. So I started picking, and then I called Liz and I'm like, you've got to look at these colors with me. I'm getting a little overwhelmed. So Liz and I picked these colors together, and I think we did a great job. So this is the true orange color with this fantastic strap, which would go with a lot of these, as a matter of fact. This is from KCN. These are 13 mesh, fantastic bag strap. And then if you're an orange girl but you don't want a bag so big, most of these we kind of have an alternate in a small bag. So the smaller bags are 116, the larger bags are 168. And this is the same kind of soft orange. And you can stitch a bag strap for this. I'm pretty sure this one comes with what I refer to as a temporary strap, but let's double check my work. It sure does. It's just open on the inside, little pockets on the outside. Emily has the beige version of this, but this orange is fantastic. And this piece from Mopsy Designs is an orange. It's designed to be a scissor fob, but how cute would it be as a little bag tag hanging from this? So cute. Or you could do the bag tag hanging from this. Again, I wouldn't do needlepoint strap and needlepoint bag tag. Like even I think that's too much needlepoint, but it gives you the option of switching it out. So
Can we just ask people be specific, like if they want what price?
okay, so
and which
little
size.
bag or
Yeah.
big bag, now that we're into leather, and your color is going to be very, very important. So small orange, the other one's large orange. The one thing I'll warn you of is this bag strap probably isn't going to work well on this little bag. It's too wide for this bag, in my opinion. I would do a narrower bag strap with this than this. So I'm trying to show you that you can mix and match all these things, but you have to keep the scale in perspective. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, next up we have this gorgeous,
The colors are all a little
dark
bit different.
Bordeaux. This is dark Bordeaux. I think it's dark Bordeaux. That's just the perfect color for it. Again, it comes with two different straps. I didn't show you the strap in the orange, but how pretty is that? Again, you're not going to use those straps for long because you're going to stitch up this gorgeous, what do we call this one, gemstone or something? We're going to call this gemstone right now. Look how pretty this is. Geometric strap is probably this guy.
Okay.
Yep, because that one I wouldn't call geometric. So this is gemstone strap with a Bordeaux bag. And then if you wanted maybe a bag tag, well, I'm just gonna do all the big tags, big bags first. That is the gemstone. Then we have, let's see, what color is this? This is the color, exactly the color I would have called it. This is the olive bag. I love this little touch in the front. So good. I can get more of all of these bags. I think did I only order one of each color, Em? I think I did. So I can get more is the bottom line. So,
Yeah.
and they'll ship pretty quickly. So if I ordered today, we would have these in time for holiday gifts. So this olive is really, really good. And the reason I was asking that is because I'm like, maybe I want this olive bag. It's so pretty.
I think
So this,
I tried to make you buy more of that one because we both clicked.
oh, I know. It's just always tricky because we never know what the color is going to look like till it actually lands in the house. So this is this squiggle bag strap from Good Point. And what I love about it is there's a lot of summery colors in here, but you put it with this olive bag and you've got it great for the fall and the winter as well. So that is the squiggle bag. This teal is so good, and Liz matched this up yesterday with this Patricia sewn strap, and it is fantastic. So here's the teal bag, so delicious. And then she matched it up with this Patricia sewn strap, which honestly, this blue, this turquoisey blue, you change it to this teal, is going to be so fantastic together. I just love it. 13 mesh, so these 13 mesh straps are gonna stitch up really fast. The only one I've shown you that is not 13 mesh is the gemstone. That was 18, so I was remiss in not explaining that. Then there is a gorgeous chocolatey brown. So pretty. And I keep forgetting to show you guys what the temporary straps look like, but there are really pretty temporary straps with these. And I think either Liz or Bryn yesterday matched up with this Colors of Praise strap, which those colors are just gonna pop on this chocolatey brown bag. So pretty. Okay, so that is it for the big bags. And then, oops, did I leave this one? And I forgot to show this. What was this supposed to go with? Did we decide?
I think you're gonna have to order more olive
Don't know.
bags.
We're gonna have to order more bags. So I'm gonna show this with this
You have to
green
get
one.
yourself an olive bag if you reorder.
This, did I show the forest green? I don't even really remember showing this color.
I don't know.
I'm losing my mind. I think I might have missed this forest green. And this, we matched up with the designer inspired strap from Colors of
That's
Praise.
pretty.
So pretty. So that is the forest green. Okay, I think Karen just asked about the bright salmon bag, if it's still available. I don't know.
Sure is.
Karen, I think you just scored yourself a limited edition bag because it is really,
It's like
really fun.
summer. It's really fun. It's summery.
Okay, so back to the little bags. I showed you one color of the little bag, which now I don't remember what color I showed you, but
You
that's
showed
okay.
the orange and it sold.
Okay, so this is called leather, which is really confusing to us Americans. I would say it's like a cognac color. This is the little bag. It does come with a leather strap. And again, perfect for a little bag tag. So this Rachel Berry golf girl hanging on here, you might want to show off your love of golf year round. Super, super sweet. So there's that. This one is Bordeaux.
I love that one.
That
Really
reminds me of
pretty.
like a chocolate covered cherry.
A chocolate covered cherry, and
good.
here
I
is
wanna
a
eat it.
cherry bag tag that Emily picked with it. So her
I might need
brain was on the
one.
same thing. So cute.
Need
So
another bag.
Bordeaux. As a matter of fact, some of these things will be on our website later today. When they are, we have a big new kind of release of every item on our website now has a drop a hint underneath it. And you can click on that drop a hint, and Emily could go onto our website, click drop a hint, and she could email a link directly to Steve, her husband, and say, hey, I love that dark Bordeaux bag, and I would love to get that for Christmas. We used to have a wish list, and the problem with the wish list is people were sending the wish list the same items to multiple people, and then they'd get 3 of the same stitch book, and so it became a little bit of a problem. So this way you can direct certain items to certain people, and there we go. So this is the small red bag. So pretty. It's the color's popping out a little bit on screen. It has a lot of blue. It's a very blue red. Am I right about that, Liz?
I'm sorry, say that again.
I'm calling this a blue red. Is that correct? It has a lot of blue in it.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Sorry,
on the
it's
screen,
got a
it's
weird
looking
shine.
more Crayola red, but it's got
No,
like
it's
some deeper
deeper.
blue in it.
It's like bonfire.
It's like
and
Vineyard Bonfire if you
Vineyard
speak
Silk
Needlepoint.
Bonfire.
And Emily pulled this darling little strawberry on gingham to hang on this bag. Love it. This was kind of funny. We were talking the other day about COVID games, and I would arrive at the cottage during COVID. My kids and my husband were living up there, and I mean, I thought the world had gone like sideways. Somebody asked to show the 2 green bags again, and I don't even know what the 2 green bags are.
well, there's that, but then the olive which we've shown before.
Okay, we can show the olive in the forest really fast
It's
together.
already in the bag.
I can show it in the bag. It's fine. My kids and my husband were playing beer pong. So my daughter would think that was hysterical to have beer pong champion as a bag tag on the navy, cute little navy small bag that again comes with a shoulder strap, or you stitch yourself a shoulder strap. And then this is the Avio blue. I'm not really sure what Avio means, but this is Avio blue, and this little hydrangea bag tag would be so cute on it. And again, all of these you could do with a bag strap, but I would do a classic 1.25" straps rather than the larger 2-inch straps, because they're just going to be too heavy looking with this smaller bag. Okay, Suzanne, special favor for you. Here we go. We love you, Suzanne. Here is the olive bag. Sorry, it's in its bag, ready to go out the door already, and the forest green. So hopefully that helps you. And again, the real life pictures will be at our website later tonight, and I can pre-order them for you. They take about 2 weeks to get here because they come from overseas. So, whew, okay, there is the purse situation.
Parade.
Okay, let's move on to some canvases, I think. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. One more sip of Diet Coke for this parade, that's for sure. Liz is over there debating what color
I'm
she's
selling
getting.
things to my coworkers. I love doing that.
They're so good.
I sell it to the people, I sell it to myself and to my coworkers.
Okay, a number of you ordered these at our market previews. and they're finally getting sent out the door. And that is because these came back from market with us, but my sweet friend Kate Dickerson did not have enough of the plastic heart domes. And you're like, why do I want a plastic heart dome? That seems really weird. Well, these canvases are heart-shaped. They come with this fun confetti combination, and then the finisher finishes them flat, just like our domes, and puts the heart dome over it with all of the glitter in it. So if you ordered these in October and you're like, why haven't I got mine yet? We just got the domes, so they will be going out the door to you in the next few days. So there we have it. So this is the Queen Bee heart. And these all come with plastic domes. So I'm gonna put the domes away so you guys can see what I'm doing. Did you clean up my, nope, I cleaned up mine. Never mind. There we go. There's the Queen Bee. Here are Christmas candies. I just think these are darling. They're $82 and they include the glitter and the dome. So if you're a self-finisher, you'll have everything you need to do it. If you're not a self-finisher, we can do it for you. Look at this vintage Santa. He is so sweet. I don't know, these candy canes, I feel like each one gets better. The candy canes with the bow heart. The mistletoe. And then, what are we gonna call this? The monogrammable holly leaves. That's what I'm calling this. And if you own the Chrissy Johnson books, you could pick your own monogram. We could probably send this to our custom painter if you're someone who doesn't want to do that yourself. But I think this would be a really great wedding gift for sure. So there we have it. Restock of our creepy skeleton hand. This is another stitch guide available from our dear Kelly. Kelly is doing fantastically. Or let me say this, Kelly is doing exactly as well as she should be at this point in time, which just having a major part of your body replaced means that, you know, she's probably still not sleeping very well, but she's doing all the good things that she's going to be back at it with us, hopefully by mid-December. We'll see. But here is her finished piece, and we have a stitch guide. I think she's well enough to push a print button and we can pick up the stitch guide from her if need be. So skeleton hand is back in the building and Kelly's stitch guide is available. Restock of some of our darling Fox rounds. I think these are 4.5 inches. Yes, 4.5 inches. They're like a Fox of the month. I think this is, I wish the fall, I'm gonna say that this is October, but I don't know for sure.
I think it's, I don't know. No, you reordered the November.
That's November.
I think it's
October has
November?
Dark sky, I think.
Okay.
Yes.
We're calling this the November Fox. It's hard to say. This one, I think is, see, I don't know.
Let me see.
Oh no, it says it on here. January, this one says. Yay, I didn't have to guess. They're so sweet. Colleen and I are obsessed with these. This is, oh, this one doesn't have the month. I'm gonna say,
I can tell.
it's the one with the strawberries on it. This is the strawberry fox. This is the fox with the butterfly. I'm cheaping out on these. I love them all. And this is
July.
the July one. That one I knew.
Easy.
There's July for us. So those have been restocked. Another restock, our friend Chris from Flying Stitches Needlepoint does these 4-inch squares that include a stitch guide. This one, this is where I'm gonna need your help, Liz. Goldie's, the mascot for?
Minnesota Golden Gophers.
Okay. Bucky's, Ohio State, yes?
No, that's the Badger. That's Bucky
Oh,
Badger.
this is the Wisconsin, sorry, Wisconsin Bucky. They're all 4-inch squares. They come with a stitch guide, $87. Here is Brutus,
He's the
Ohio
Buckeye.
State.
Brutus the Buckeye.
Apparently there's a pretty big game coming up this weekend. Oh boy. Bevo, which Texas school, sorry.
Texas Longhorns.
Okay, thank you.
Matthew McConaughey.
Sparty, that one I know. Michigan State, of course.
Easy peasy.
What I love that Chris has done with this is she's done a green background, but she's had it painted in grayscale. So easy to stitch. Love you, Chris, for that. The Wolverine, U of M, of course. Notre Dame, the Irishman. And that's it. They do make a number of other schools. We, of course, tried to pick schools where we knew we had lots of customers that would love them. But if you have a school, if you want to go on to Flying Stitches Needlepoint, I think they were on her website.
It's like
we can order it
most
in this
of the
view.
Big 10 and Big 12. I don't know if it's still called the Big 12 with those schools. That's what I noticed.
Okay.
If that's helpful.
Other things with stitch guides that have been restocked are Patricia Sewn packages. This is the tree. Comes with a stitch guide, of course. So these were all our pretty packages. They're finished 3D, so that's why it looks like kind of a cross, but it's not. These flip down, those flip down, and you've got a 3-dimensional little package. We put bows on top. They can be finished hanging, and they can be finished to go under a small Christmas tree. This is the large 3D package. These are hard to appreciate without seeing the finished versions. We have shown the finished versions a number of times. If you go back in our Instagram page, if you go back probably to last December, you'll see lots of pictures of these. This is the plaid package. There are 5 in total. My guess is we have the other 2 in the building, but there's 5 in total, and we're happy to get them all for you with or without threads, of course. This darling little sheep. Patricia came out with a whole set of sheep this past market. Her new releases were limited because the poor Patricia fell and broke her wrist. It is her right hand. There's a lot of things she's limited in, but these sheep were absolutely darling. So this is the lamb, and he's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna call Liz and I out on this. We were very confused because this order arrived from Valerie Needlepoint Gallery. They're like, huh, they sent us a duplicate order. Like, what the heck? Why did they send us? That's the stuff we got at market. We did get them at market, but we left our whole pile of canvases that I think were paid with them, because that's the craziness of market. So we love these little mini totes. So this is how all of these canvases are finished. So we were very confused. We were like, had Emily deep diving because we were sure we ordered that they sent us a duplicate order, and then Emily's like, no, I've never seen these, and Liz and I are like, huh, I guess I know what we did. So here is the red love tote. Here is the 4th of July tote, and I don't know, I feel like I haven't seen some of these, so maybe Liz picked them out and one of us was supposed to go back and pick them up.
I'm on tote duty, and you were there for the record.
Was that? I don't remember seeing this champagne glass one. That is really sweet with the hearts on it.
That was one we hadn't seen before.
So I don't know if this is brand new or just new to us, but we love it. The St. Patrick's Day tote. I mean, these are just so cute, so doable, different from a lot of other finishes. The anchor tote, the needlepoint tote, the flamingo tote, the hydrangea tote, the hope tote, breast cancer tote, I'm not sure which we want to call this, the little blue box tote, Union Jack tote, margarita. I like it when they highlight a drink that I actually know. Snowman tote. One of my faves, the bee tote. And last but not least, a little out of season now. Too bad we didn't bring this home with us. The little tyke tote with the spider web and the pumpkin. So
I love
sweet.
it because maybe our little tykes thing was out in the yard for years after its usage, and it made everyone annoyed, but I
And
kept
it
it
looked
there.
like that, really.
And it had spider webs.
Just like that.
Spider webs and a rotten
Except
pumpkin on
maybe
top.
there's a turkey sitting on top of it, I don't know.
Okay, a restock from Kate Woodward of this beautiful dog in his pink coat. This is also from one of the Gingham Stitchery artists.
Sheffield.
Thank you, Sheffield Designs. It's the TSC, the Sheffield, what's the C for? I don't know. But I love this zebra. He's so fantastic. I see him finished as a little tiny stand-up, maybe even on a black wood base. So good. Okay, we have some really fun things in stock from Needle Nola. Needle Nola has done these large voodoo dolls for a long time. And by large, I mean they're like 20 inches, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Liz and I may have had a couple at my house in my stash that we were determined to stitch together probably about 7 years ago. So they're still there. They're in a bag. They don't even have dust on them, so we're good. But mini voodoo doll as a bag charm. He's like 2.5 inches tall, I think. Let's see. So darling. Yeah, 2.25 inches tall. So sweet. Then a couple of the naughty word ones from Needle Nola. So if you are sensitive to naughty words, look away for a minute. This has a word that starts with F, and it says, instead of frustrated, it says, you know what you want it to say. This says, instead of vigilante, a word that starts with a B. And people say, are you that much of like good girl that you never swear? I'm like, no, but preschoolers could be listening. I do not want to have taught them their first swear word. So this, instead of saying idiots, starts with an SH. So super fun, not for everyone, but we kind of loved them. So initial K, one of her gorgeous Valentine butterflies. We had a special order for this, and I had to bring another one back in the building. They're so pretty. Tonight we fly. We have a stitch guide available for this from Amy Poor, so we're happy to add that to your order. I think it's maybe $30, something like that, but Amy did a fantastic job with this, so we can add that. From Atlantic Blue, oh my gosh, a new one I haven't seen. Sorry, not this one. Barbecue Pig, we love. So cute. But the portraits, this is a new portrait. This is...
Meowery Antoinette.
That's what I was trying to read. Meowery Antoinette.
Yeah.
Meowie.
Antoinette. Oh my gosh, I can't even say it. But so fun. So we have seen in the past the duck, the giraffe, the pig. There's a fourth one. And now
The gator.
the gator. Thank you, Emily. And now this cat.
Or
She's
the
pretty
croc.
fantastic. Crocodile, alligator.
Same.
Whatevs. I don't know the difference. Someday I will. Someday I'll probably be a snowbird, and then I'll know. Christmas cookies from Laura Love. I don't want to put them like that. It looks like he's like the headless Santa. We're going to rearrange. There's the Santa coat cookie, and there's the Santa face cookie. So they're supposed to look like, of course, decorated Christmas cookies. Really, really fun. I showed you all the squiggle strap earlier. This is the squiggle whatever you want it to be. Key fob, cuff bracelet, bookmark, lots of things you can do with this. So glad this got restocked. I didn't think we'd see these for a while. This is the Doolittle Stitchery Wizard of Oz. Okay, you guys,
So cute.
I have no tie to the Wizard of Oz. It's not like I had a kid who was in the play once or whatever. And I desperately want to stitch this. I mean, how fun is that? And I probably wouldn't do a lot of decorative stitches. This would probably be all basket weave in fun stitches, other than maybe a couple of hairdos. Sorry, I meant to say fun threads. I just think it's darling. Oh my gosh, so cute. I should have asked Liz to bring in her flying pig ornament. This was one of the first things that Liz ever stitched in a class with me. Right after she knit me this gorgeous sweater, then I give her really hard stitches on canvas, and it turned out fantastically. So we do have a stitch guide for the flying pig. Stitch tent, the mini, I think this is Frances Abel, the mini Eiffel Tower on 13 mesh. This would be a really fun bag tag as well. Sleigh is my second favorite S word. I love the holiday kind of checkerboard around it. Plaid, it's not quite a plaid, buffalo check around it maybe. I don't know, maybe it's a plaid. Really cute in any event. We have had this canvas in blue I'm going to show it sideways because Liz and I for years have talked about this being like a little clutch. It says, Read the Room by Jane Austen. I mean, so many times this thought goes through my head when I'm out in social settings that I'm like, okay, read the room. What you're doing right now is not appropriate. I try not to be too judgy, but sometimes the thought comes through your head. So this is the pink version. It also comes in a blue version. Some new things from KCN. This little Scotty dog, maybe Gail needs this cute little Scotty dog. He's on 13 mesh. To go with her Scotty dog collection. So sweet. If you are an all-around dog lover, lied. These are cats. Didn't look at it carefully. There is a dog version of this, but this is the cat version. You can see the tabby cat, the gray cats. There's probably a Mancoon in there. So sweet. I don't particularly love stitching birds because I think stitching birds is hard, but I came across this Splendic Fairy Wren. And how pretty is he? She? He's probably a he, because all the pretty birds in nature are he's, right?
Yeah.
I thought he was glorious. It is a larger round, I want to say 5 inches, but I think he'd really be really pretty, like appliqued to a pillow or inset into a pillow. Really, really pretty. 13 mesh, always hard to find, easy 13 mesh projects. This is the polka dot tree on green stripes. They are great beginner projects. This is the checkered tree on pink stripes. And I think this would be really cute no matter what, but it is a great beginner project because 13 mesh in just a few colors. This is hysterical, you guys. Okay, so first of all, a new angel to us anyways. The cheerleader angel, love her, so sweet. But then they started angels based on some of their designers. So hopefully I'm gonna get this right, yes. This is, I think, the SCT. This is the Sarah Truxas angel because Sarah is the designer behind all these monogrammable wreaths. So the idea is to put a single little letter in there. And I thought she's really sweet. And then we're giving Annie Zigman some more love today. Like I said, we saw her last week, and this is the Annie Zigman angel because Annie is a teacher, she's an actress, and she's a needlepoint designer. Like, talk about a multifaceted talent, not to mention just a lovely human being. But no one needs to know that this is Annie Zigman if you're giving it to someone you know that is all about drama and acting, etc. So I thought that was darling. They have a whole new section from SCT Designs of travel hearts. My daughter's currently in Thailand. I did just order her a Thailand round from Bradley Needlepoint, but this is the Greece heart. We did have the Michigan heart, which is fantastic. I don't think the Michigan heart's in the building. I should reorder those. But this is the Greece heart. This is the Ireland heart. The Tuscany one is gorgeous. We have a special order in for that because a customer had special ordered that, but they are back ordered on that. That's the Irish heart. And then, okay, this is like my trip I need to get my husband and I to go on. I have not been to Portugal. I've been so many places in Europe and somehow have missed Portugal. So I am all about heading to Portugal someday. So maybe I should start with buying the canvas and then telling him we have to go now because I stitched it. Restock of
Hermit crab.
hermit crab. I'm like, what word goes in front of crab on this one? Thank you.
Crabby crabber.
So cute. So this is part of the holiday party animals from SCT Designs. Coco Frank, I know a number of you had ordered this olives jar to go in your green and white Planet Earth bag that Liz and Kelly highlighted a little while ago. So these are back in the building. I think, are the green and white totes in the building too?
They will be.
They will be shortly. So they'll be in probably next week. So we can pull that together for you if you're interested in that. Okay. Colors of Praise sold out of so much of their new fun things at market, but some of them have been restacked. Not all of them. We are still waiting on a number of things. But this is the giraffe blowing the bubble with his funky, fun sunglasses. This is on 18 mesh. I'm going to say about 9x4. Let's see if I'm right. Gosh, Lisa would be very proud of me. I'm getting so good at this. Oops, nope, I lied. 9x5. So he is super fun. Would be great as a framed piece. All of the birthday animals that they came out with, I believe this is the only one that is here right now. This is the cheetah head. I think he's a cheetah, or is he a leopard? I don't know. Spotted cat head, spotted cat birthday head. We are waiting on reorders of the rest. Our dear friend Susan Byrne came out with these large bunny pieces last year, and we fell in love with them. She has a new version. This is the the trellis bunny. How fantastic is this? Oh my gosh, so I want you to see. It's probably about 18 inches tall. Yes, probably about 18 inches tall, 6 or 7 inches wide, and look at that pattern. It's so, so pretty. This would look beautiful in basket weave, but it would be a great opportunity to do some ribbon work as well if you wanted to get really fancy with it. But Susan did a great job. She has also now come out with minis. Are the minis available in all of them, Liz? Do you know?
I don't know.
So the mini floral bunny, so this one's on 18 mesh instead of 13. And I asked Liz, because Liz had the opportunity to go into her booth at Market, and I unfortunately missed out on it. He's only 7, he or she is only 7 inches tall, so a much smaller project. And then she's taken some of those prints and turned it into this gorgeous, gorgeous heart. This is a 13 mesh floral heart, and this would be so beautiful finished as a shaped box pillow. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. Okay, restock of the tic-tac-toe board. Liz and Kelly stitched this. I can't remember if they both stitched it, just Liz stitched this for Galentine's last year. So cute, and has put it into our, I think this is 6 by 6, 5 by 5, do you remember?
5 by 5. Oh,
5
no,
by
wait.
5?
6 by 6.
No, actually 5 by 5, I can tell by the price tag on the back.
Okay, 5 by 5.
So we have our acrylic frames. So this is finished as a 5 by 5. So canvas is back in the building. Our acrylic frames are also in the building. This piece slides out so you can wardrobe your acrylic frames. We have ones that hold a 4 by 4, a 5 by 5, a 6 by 6. And I knew this was a 5 by 5 because this is $90. The 4 by 4 is $85, and the 6 by 6 is $95. They're all about $5 difference. So it has a little kickstand, and you can wardrobe it. It's great for maybe putting some needlepoint in your kitchen where it's protected from water, etc. There we go. Okay, this is one of my favorite finds from Boxwood Needlepoint, and I hope you can use some imagination. If I had been smart, I would have printed a picture. So this is from Boxwood. This little turkey says, "I'm thankful for." And the idea behind it is you finish it as a boxed stand-up or a gusseted stand-up, and in the back you have a pocket. And then around the holiday season, you can cut construction paper feather shapes and have all the people, like at your Thanksgiving table, write what they're thankful for and have it on it.
Thing on her website.
So cute. I should have printed out the picture. I was remiss in not doing that. This is 13 mesh. You can easily have this stitched up and finished in time for next year's Thanksgiving. Do we have a picture of it with the feathers in it on our website?
Well, when it goes
We will.
up, yes.
Yes.
Yes, I did.
So you'll be able to see
I
what
thought
I'm
it was
talking
so
about in a
cute.
real life picture on our website. I did order a couple of these because I just thought they were very different and creative and something I hadn't seen before. And I loved the idea of having something to kind of talk about on Thanksgiving Day and to maybe leave out for a while and remind yourself of all the things you're thankful for. Okay, this little Santa bow is so cute. I would love to see this as a bag tag. On one of those little tiny black purse would be so cute to have this at Christmas time as a bag tag. I was inspired to order this happy birthday piece. If you all saw pictures of me at Market with my friend Amy Poor, we took her to dinner with Vicki Whitson and Kathy Billstrom, and Kathy was carrying this bag, and I was like, what is she carrying? And then she out pops this happy birthday boxed pillow that she put on our dinner table right in front of Amy's seat. And I'm like, I need to do that to celebrate everyone's birthday. Like you could put it in each of your kids' rooms at their birthday, or in your husband's office chair or at whoever's dinner it was. I thought that was really fun. So from Boxwood Needlepoint.
Did you get these? I don't know. If you did.
Nope, haven't gotten there yet. I'm getting close though.
Okay.
I'm doing a good job.
Sure are.
I still have a little bit of finishing too. You are not too old and it is not too late. Love, love, love this sentiment. We had a customer in here who probably had a couple years on me the other day, and she's like, I have to have that. And we just love this sentiment because,
Megan and I.
yeah, I mean, honestly, if you look at career-wise, this has been the best portion of my career life, and I didn't buy this store until I was 50 years old. So whatever it is, you're not too old and it is not too late. So there we go. Also from from Initial K. God, I get them confused all the time. And of course, they're back to back. Christy and Maggie are good friends. They came into the industry at a similar time. I get them confused all the time, but this is from Initial K. I know that, did we end up ordering one of these for you, Emily?
I own it.
You own it. Yeah, I thought we did. So the
yeah,
cardinals are fantastic. So pretty. This is from her artist, Jacinda, on 18 mesh. This would be fantastic in the self-finishing table. And now that we have the bamboo one, Emily, you're sunk.
Oh my God.
I know, the black bamboo table, you need it. You need it. And then maybe you need just a simple Love XOXO to go in your black bamboo self-finishing table at Valentine's time or maybe at a wedding season. We also got a restock in from Susan Roberts of the darling little turkey. I have to remember to take this home for my husband. I can't remember if he's getting, I think I should give this to him for, no, he's getting this for Christmas. My husband is absolutely the turkey chef in our house, and I have a stitch guide for this if you are interested. Let us know. I loved stitching this. So cute. So these are back in the building. And another thing we restocked from my friend Joanna at Plum Stitchery. This is the Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. I stitched this during COVID in a little stitch along with Sue Ann and Megan and Liz and me and Joanna and what's Sue Ann's sister? Carrie, thank you. She's one that we see. How I remember Sue Ann's name and can't ever grab Carrie's name out of my brain. So we all stitch this slightly differently. I do have a stitch guide for this and it was great fun. Our stitch guide, I think, includes my more complicated black stitch background and Liz's simpler background, I think, is also in the stitch guide.
Yeah, mine takes forever.
Well, yeah, either way, it turned out fantastically. So this, I loved stitching it, and this has been restocked. So that is here. Okay, I have, what time is it? I have 15 more minutes, and I've got a little bit of finishing. I think we're going to get through what we intended to get through. This is here for Karen. This is one of Julia's 3D boxes. So beautiful. Karen made fantastic thread choices. She's got some beading on the roof. Our finishers finish it with fabric lined, of course. It can be embroidered on the top if you would like. And absolutely gorgeous. I don't have any Christmas ones of that in the building. I do have this gorgeous cranes on red, and it comes with the gold hardware, so it's going to finish up a lot like what I just showed you. So beautiful. These coasters are for our friend Malia. She has done 3 out of the 4 Abigail Ceciles. I have the other one on order for her, but these are the strawberries and the oranges and the cherries, and they're so pretty. They remind me of Malia. They're like small and happy.
Yes. Yeah.
So we need to have Malia come visit us. That's what I think.
She's been very busy.
The nerve of her to like prioritize her grandchildren over us. Okay, these finishes are very fun. This is for our friend Ann Bennett. This, I can't remember the designer on this, the Florida round, really, really cute. She's put a little heart rhinestone probably in her favorite place in Florida. And then from Atlantic Blue, oh shoot, what's the name of this designer? Rodney.
Rooney and Stitch.
Rooney and Stitch. I'm like, close, no cigar.
I just love the finish.
That's the dachshund. I love this finish. We can order any number of these dogs for you. But when I saw this finish, I thought of a different Atlantic blue designer, which is actually Caroline herself. And Caroline has these flowers of the month, which I didn't know flowers of the month were a thing, but they're beautiful. This is the birth flower for March. And how pretty would that be finished with that ruffle around it? I mean, I just thought that finish combination would be great. I happen to pull March off of the peg, and this happens to be April. So the April birth flowers, I don't think you have to be tied into your particular month. I just happened to pick these because I thought they were particularly pretty with this blue ruffle. So those are here for Anne. Birth flowers, we do have all 12 birth flowers in the building. And I think those are available on our website right now. Here for Paulette, a couple darling little Easter rounds. I can't remember the designer on these. Let's see if I have some cheat notes. Sometimes I get cheat notes on here. Nope, no cheat notes today. But darling little duck, I have seen these before. I know we can order these for you. And the darling bunny, they might be Susan Roberts. I'm not sure. They seem a little less detailed than Susan Roberts typically are, but I could be wrong. They could be Susan's for sure. Oh, cute eggs here. Who are these for? These are here for Anne. Anne's getting another little package. Oh, so pretty. I can't tell you the designer of this, but she is beautiful. Oh my gosh, these are so sweet. I have no idea who the designer is on these. I have never seen these before. Anne could probably tell us, but the Easter children, so pretty, finished as eggs with this Dupioni silk on it. Oh, so pretty. So I don't have those children in the building, but we could order those for you. But that finish, of course, would be perfect. And these are Susan Roberts eggs. Look at this little kind of sugar egg style lamb finished up like this. Would be so pretty. Or the classic bunny. Susan Roberts makes fantastic bunnies. I have loved her bunnies for years. Just very traditional, will never go out of style. So those are here for Anne. Both for Anne. Next up, it's like bunny season in here. You guys didn't tell me that. Usually they give me grief when we have lots of bunnies.
I was unaware.
I mean, come on.
The bunny love.
This is here from Maria, and absolutely gorgeous. She has taken the Kelly Clark bunny and popped up the colors on it and done some fantastic ribbon work. Oh my gosh. So this is the floral bunny from Kelly Clark, finished in white velvet, fantastic cording, a cute little mink pom added to the side, fantastic bows, but look at the ribbon work on here. So good. I don't have this one in the building. That is so cute. I do have the tobacco leaf bunny, which I think is really fun. So if maybe the ribbon work intimidates you, I think this all in basket weave would be fantastic. But don't be intimidated by ribbon work. It really is easier than you think. And we showed off some pretty packages earlier, and guess what? We showed off the canvases earlier, and I knew the other canvases must be in the building, and people being Bryn, thank you Bryn, had already tucked away these. These packages are here for, I'm trying to see who these are, Chris. And as I said earlier, they finish up into 3D items. So we do indeed have all 5 in the building. Chris has finished 2 of them. So she's had them finished. This is the Byzantine one, which is right here. So canvas and stitch guide, 3-dimensional. And she has had us put these S hooks on it, which is super clever because they can hang, or this S hook can slide down a little bit in the back and then it can sit flat. So S hooks are the way to go. This, I called it Byzantine. That one was the green aqua. I apologize. That was green aqua. This one is the red and green Byzantine. There we go. And there it is finished. Aren't they darling? I just love them. So that's here for, who did I say? Chris, am I putting this back in the right bag? I sure am. It's getting to the end, people. I'm getting a little scattered. Not that I probably wasn't scattered at the beginning. This is here for Trisha. These cute little golf clubs. We can order these. They do take a while because this artist, I believe, if I have my wits about me, has moved to France. So it takes her a little while to get us things. But they come with the little golf clubs. And they get finished up 3D like this, and they are just absolutely sweet. They've been around for probably 40 years, at least, I don't know. So the good classics never go out of style. This is here for Amy. Amy actually owns her own needlepoint store, so I think it's funny that she sent these to us. Maybe it was before she started her shop. So this is from Lauren Block. It says treats, and I have a feeling she's going to be putting this on a cute little jar she must have for her doggie. We have the Y pattern in red and in blue for a little dog bone, and there's treats.
It goes in the ice bucket.
Oh, it's going in the ice bucket. Duh. No, that's exactly what it is because it's soft. I'm sure that's what it is. And guess what? If I just read the writing, patch for an ice bucket, no embroidery, it says. So read your writing, Melissa, but you know what? It needs that little magic touch of yours.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sabrina knows we get those.
Good, good, good. Thank you. This is for my daughter. She's in Thailand, so I know she's not watching because right now it's the middle of the night for her. So this is her Christmas gift. This is probably the first thing Allie has stitched other than a key fob. And look how cute it is. So this is from, of course, Kate Levy, and finished with this fantastic gold fabric and gold cording. I think I'm going to tuck this away for her for Christmas, which she knows I will do because, you know, you got to milk these gifts. We don't have this one in the building, but we do have the Needlepoint champagne bottle, which is really fun. And we could finish that up for you just like this. I love it. She has a little bar cart in her apartment, and I think it'll be darling on there. Okay. Oh, we showed off that Little Tykes car earlier. This is a very fun finish for our friend Michelle. She is always posting pictures of her grandson, and he is just the most beautiful child. And there he is. Look at those cheeks. So this is the Little Tykes Christmas, of course, and our finishers can finish this with a little frame if you send in the pictures. You're not going to be able to switch out the frame. It has a closed back, but your little tyke will be in his little tyke forevermore. So that is here. Also from Michelle, a fantastic frame finish. We are getting caught up on our frame finish. As many of you know, unfortunately, our frame finisher's husband, who did all the woodworking for her, passed away unexpectedly. And so we had a big backlog of frames because we were not happy with any finishes that we found. One of my finishers has made it her job to figure out how to finish them beautifully again, and she has figured this out from stem to stern. So good job. Do we care if there's colors of those I didn't show him? Nope. Okay. Later on today, when we put everything live, if you were interested in those canvas bags, there are a couple more colors in the building that Emily just uncovered. So they will be on the website. Okay, let's see what we have tucked in here. 444 Rebecca. This is, oops, there we go. The S hook had gotten wonky. Morocco, which is the travel round from Bradley Needlepoint Company. I don't have Morocco in the building. I do have Peru, another place my daughter has been. My daughter is more well-traveled than I am, I think, at this point. Galapagos, that is on a wish list on my bucket list. So that's here for Rebecca. That's gonna go there. Oh, good big lions. My friend Terry, she's gonna be so happy. These are holiday gifts. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna show these off because I know her daughter watches this. Never mind. So we're skipping this whole bag on by. Terry's gonna be thrilled. Her children are gonna be thrilled, and I'm not gonna show them off because I know Abby watches us. So not gonna spoil that surprise. Here for Colleen, for all the Lions fans. Colleen, our Colleen, this is the Lion Stitch It Angel. super fun. We have fantastic Lions ribbon in the building, of course, and that's here for Colleen. I think, let's see, we must not have Lions in the building, but we've got other football in the building. Here is Taylor and Travis.
Uncle Trav.
There we go.
Travis.
Cute, cute, cute. And then if football isn't your thing, there's the golf angel. So a couple Stitching Angels in the building. And for our friend Becky, she had, these have kind of gotten lost in the foray for a little while, in the ordering foray, but she stitched them up lickety split. And here is the Kappa Alpha Theta Angel, which I am a Theta and Becky is a Theta, so she is stitching these probably for some of her sorority sisters, I am sure. So we've got a couple of those for Becky and a couple more Stitching Angels. There is Mrs. Claus. There's the Vote Angel. There is the Coral Angel, or maybe it's a book. It could be either one you wanted. The Champagne Angel. And I love the Texas Angel. She's so cute. And oops, frames. I should have showed off a couple fun things. That polka dot frame, now that we have an outstanding frame finish again. We do have some really good frames in the building. This little bunny frame, so cute. And we showed off the squiggle. This rounds out the squiggles. We showed off the fob and the strap. You can tell we love this design, and this is the frame. It's 13 mesh. Okay, we covered a lot of territory. We have very limited hours next week. We are always closed on Mondays. We will be open on Tuesday. Liz will be doing whips on Tuesday. And then I make a very unusual choice in that most of the floss sets are the hosters of Thanksgiving. So we close Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then we're always closed on Sunday, and then we're always closed on Monday. So we will not be here much next week. Our website, of course, is open 24/7. We may have people that stop in and pull online orders over the weekend. We'll see. But basically, we're not open except for Tuesday for next week. And then after that, we're back to business as usual. So check out our trunk shows. And let us know if there's anything we can do for you. We are going to audit all of these orders and get our ducks in a row, and we are still madly pulling threads. So we're working on that. And I'm going to sign off, and I hope everyone has a fantastic Thanksgiving. I know sometimes it's a difficult Thanksgiving for people. I hope that you can turn whatever negativity may have gone on in your life in the past year into a positive the best you can. Worst case scenario, find some time to stitch, because we know that all brings us joy. And I will see you after the holiday. Thanks, everybody. Bye.